yeah. Ay, coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby, who we running with, yeah. 250, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stupid and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I toasted, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags. I'm just coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell him, most of y'all is flawless. Broken whistles longer than this foreign. Heard you want it cause he is enormous. Wasn't since she isn't gorgeous. Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door. This came in.
Hey, how y'all doing?
She's coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win.
Make sure y'all smash that like button.
Baby, who we running with? Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LA baby, who we running with? Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, yeah.
Hey, what's up, Touchdown? What's up, Madeline? What's up, Carol? What's up, Victoria Greer and KOOLAID.
Coming in, yeah, flex.
Carol.
I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby, who we running with? Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Yeah, state your name. Big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stupid and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I toasted, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell him, most of y'all is flawless. Broken whistles longer than this foreign. Heard you want it.
No, come on, this look.
Since she is a gorgeous. Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest.
Hey, what is that?
I came in. Did it like a
Share the live stream, guys. Share the live stream on social media. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you have social media.
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, yeah. Yeah. Ay, coming in.
What's up, Karen Wood? What's up, Tony?
I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby, who we running with?
What's up, Keisha Man?
I'm on 10 again. Yeah, state your name. Big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stupid and dipping in bass, slab on everything.
Hold on, he should be here in a minute.
Swimming, sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until I whip my coffin. Money clip, I toasted, I heard it's big bags on big bags.
Come on, USB port.
Coming in, yeah.
Yeah, the USB port right here. Up here, just plug it back there.
Running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action.
Hey guys, share this live stream on your social media, on your community board, wherever you got. We appreciate it.
My body, I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell him, most of y'all is flawless. Broken whistles longer than this foreign. Heard you want it cause it is enormous. Listen, since she is a gorgeous. Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know we're knocking on the door. This came in. Did it like the Porsche's coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah. LA baby who will run it with. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who will run it with. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, 10, 10, yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Saturday for the ones I ain't seen earlier today. And for the ones I seen already, welcome back. Lisa coming up in a minute. I just thought I'd come through for a second. I gotta give me a chair from upstairs so I can join the this live stream while she's talking to you guys. Anybody want to get on the panel just to talk with her? You might have been caught up in the situation. Hold on, I'm trying to. Right, there you go. Copy paste. So, how y'all doing this good weekend? We had rain all morning. The sun decided to come out the end of the day. But how's everybody doing? I did something. What I do? Yep. Thank you, Tanya. That's right. Take a second and smash that like button. It don't hurt to smash. Even though we get that one thumb down every day, it don't matter. We get more likes than that. What's up? Did y'all see the topic? Y'all saw that topic? Hold on. Let me get this so I can make sure I put what she about to talk about right here. I be trying to set it up for her. Y'all saw that topic. Who's that? That's you banging?
No, that's the door.
Don't they see a doorbell there?
Oh, that was on the side.
Oh, okay. That was crazy.
Put it up.
We ordered some pizza for the night. I always get thin crust. I ain't had pizza in a while, so we gonna see what it's like. All right, baby, I got this.
Oh, okay.
What'd they say? Oh, okay. You should ask him why he didn't see the doorbell. All right. All right, here you go for her.
Excuse me, Rugrat.
You, Carol, you cool? I'm gonna call him in a minute, babe. Sipping on some wine. I know that's right. Damn, why it disappear like that? Baby, when you read, I'm gonna have to put it over here because for some reason it don't want to stay. This little letter thing. I'm gonna have it like this, and then once you finish reading, you can make the screen bigger. You see when you come over here, be like, why is that right there? Thank y'all for all the 14 people up in here. I was working on something before we went live just now, because I want to come up with something you'll see for when we be live. Hold up. All right, look.
I'm understood what you said after you said it.
Oh, okay. Well, I put the thing right there.
So I can read the letter.
Yeah, we can read the letter right here. As long as you don't touch nothing, because what happens if you click on there, it's gonna fade it, and you ain't gonna be able to see. But once you read it, you can knock it off and make everything normal. And then there's another one down here that I put on the side. So once you get past this one, I'm gonna go get Nick to bring a chair, get this piece up out of here. And you got something to drink?
I was going.
And then you want me to plug the USB port right here. I can't see it's dark. Maybe you can see it. It's like right there beside the
I know it.
All right. Go ahead. I thought my cushion would have came today.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
They changed it.
Oh, they wrong for that.
They sent me an email. Hello. Good evening.
You stupid.
Welcome to
Real talk.
another band of
Oh, we got
realness. Hey, yeah.
oh, they got it taped now. Look.
Oh.
Nobody can't go in there.
Oh, that's good. We ordered from Papa John's, y'all. So, it's only 2 things on Nick and ain't none on vegetables. I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope we're having a good weekend. That is. But my phone charger. You think with all this room down here, we would actually have more room to do stuff, to plug stuff in, but no plugs.
You got it.
All right. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a yes. Okay. Hello. You sipping on some wine? That's what's up. All right, I'm just saying hello to everybody. Hello. Hey, y'all. So, here we go. Oh. Hey, Kara. Hey, Megan. I'm just trying to say hello to everyone. Hey, Blackbird. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope it's a good weekend. I hope for all those that your city has reopened.
Hey, who's right there? Who? Give me one of them black chairs.
Cities reopen, that you're being safe out there and still practicing social distancing and keeping your mask on, because really it ain't that serious. Ain't nothing you can do outside you can't do in your house. Better and naked. So there you go. So my lovely wife likes to get letters and topics from what she's been hearing during the week and not prep me. So I kind of already read this one, but let's see. Let's go. At a friend's house. Wait a minute. Okay, punctuation is gonna blow me. By the way, just to let y'all know, punctuation is gonna blow me. So if I get to look crazy, it's because I don't understand how the sentence go. Because I was raised when punctuation, facilitates how you read. So, at a friend's house, met this guy, was drunk, had sex with him. I realized I was very irresponsible. As a result of this encounter, I ended up pregnant. Tale as old as time, decided to keep the baby. He decided he would rather not be involved. Now, here lies the problem. I am very upset. I understand this could be a completely normal reaction to a situation. However, I'm beyond upset. I've never felt this kind of hate for a person before. I know I'm partially to blame, but I don't understand how to move past these feelings. I'm having this letter. What? Oh, I'm having. My bad. This letter to go on forever, and I still couldn't put into words how much I despise him. How could a person deprive a child not only of a father, but of a whole side of the family, of their history, just because you feel your life may no guarantee, but may be better without this child? I always felt child abandonment is a form of abuse, just like any other physical or sexual abuse. How do I stop feeling this way, like he's abusing our child? I can't keep carrying this kind of hate. I can't sleep. My mind goes to dark places. I pray, but I'm still so angry. The closer the birth of this child gets, the more I think about it. There is a man in my life whom I have children with, who wants to claim the child as his. We are not together, nor had we been together for some time when I became pregnant. He is a great father, and I'm glad he is here for me, but I'm still so mad at the other guy. What should I do? Lost and confused. I don't know. I'm one for, I don't know. This is a tale of two minds. Y'all give me something. Y'all help us to stop. Because here's my thing. I have been drunk. I have had one night stand. I had a child out of wedlock. I don't hate his father. I don't hate him. I don't hate the situation. I don't feel one thing or another. How you do is how you do. You don't got to deal with the repercussions of your actions. But we had known each other for a long time. We had known each other for a long time. We went to college together, close to 20 years before I got pregnant with him. So while we did not have an intimate relationship that whole time, we knew each other. And this was not a one-night stand. This was an ongoing thing. So I get that. But herein lies the problem. You didn't know him. And you chose. Here's the thing, what we as women sometimes fail to realize. And I think if we realize that earlier on. All right. What you talking about? I think if we realize this early on, then maybe we make different decisions when it comes to our sexuality. Well, not our sexuality. When it comes to our sexual proclivities. How we handle some things. You understand? Some people just want to one night stand. What she did, she got drunk. That's why we said blame it on alcohol. She got drunk and slept with this guy. And as a result of this situation, became pregnant and decided to keep the child. Now, I think like a guy a lot, which is why I have some of the insights that I do on certain things. And I am a single parent. Leilani, and I'm a single parent. So I know how hard it is to do that. I know how hard it is to take care of your child by yourself. However, this can go. How do I get rid of it?
Oh, just click the exit on him.
Where's that at? Oh, I see it. I got it. It's right now. Okay. Right. And here's the thing. I don't think we should be mad at him about that. Because she didn't say whether or not it was protected sex. I'm assuming that it may or may not have been because the child, because she was readily. She had no problem saying that she had a one-night stand. So I'm assuming that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Can't make nobody be no parent. And you can't be mad if they don't want to be, especially when you're the one that is making the final decision. As women, we have the final say in whether children come into the world, regardless of how. Yeah. Hey, Beverly. Hey, y'all. We have the final say in whether a child is born. Yes, it takes two to make it, but it only takes one to bring it into the world. And that is us. That is the burden as mothers we bear. Sad but true. It's not like we can magically move the baby over to them so they can understand and take it and carry it and have it so they can understand why we feel the way we do. No man ever in life that has ever existed can tell you how it feels to carry a child. I don't care how many bags of sand you put on him so he can walk around with his back hurting and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many machines you hook him up to so he can go through labor pains. No man can tell you how it feels to have a life growing inside of you and the psychological things that brings to a mother. So I can understand why she's angry and she hates him. However, you didn't know him. And now you expect him to do something when you had no more regard who the father of your next child is. than if you're picking out shoes. People are pickier about the shoes they wear and the clothes they purchase at the store. But as soon as you get pregnant by somebody who is not your boyfriend, somebody you just met, whatever, then all of a sudden you picky, but you weren't picky when you was having sex with. Now, I have been passed down, passed out, ignorant, stupid, drunk before. And I have never woken up with somebody I didn't go to sleep with purposefully. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Somebody I didn't lay down with purposely. I didn't lay down with them because I was drunk. I was drunk and then I laid down with them. You see what I'm saying? So in having this situation, and then, because here's the thing, you have no idea about anything about this man. Nothing. Not whether or not he has any, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all, when it's passed down through the parents. He'll have no idea about what he has in his background, what his genetics carry, anything past what he looked like in the club or at the house, wherever, the kickback, wherever you was at when you got pregnant. You know nothing about him. How much you want to bet she ain't know his last name? How many times you be in the club with somebody, you come up and give me your last name, first name, last name, social security number, telephone number, address? How many times do that happen? No. No. Hey, I'm Lisa. Hey, I'm Steve. Whatever. I can't think of nobody else's name. That's all you know. I think in this instance, she's not just mad with herself. I mean, with him, she's more mad with herself. But she can't direct that anger at herself, so she's directing it at him. These are my opinions. I am not an expert in this matter. However, I have seen what happens when you have sex with somebody, either on the first date because you're drunk and a baby comes about. I have seen what happens when you subject the baby to the parent that doesn't want to be there. I have seen firsthand. I have seen firsthand, because not only is the mama mad at the daddy, but the mama is secretly mad at the babies. You sure look like your daddy. Look ugly self. You understand what I'm saying? You have to take all these things into consideration when you get up on your high horse and say, I'm going to have a baby by somebody I don't know, and I'm going to make this man be that child's father. You got to have this is our burden, ladies. I'm sorry that this is one burden we cannot share with them. Yes, they make sperm from till they die. He can be 700 years old, and trust me, he could have knocked up somebody yesterday. We get 50 and all of a sudden we hot and our eggs don't want to work no more. But it is our burden, these kids that we bring into this world. It is our burden. We carry them. We cannot give that feeling to anybody. If this was a dude, I could not get him to feel what it's like to carry somebody on the inside. I cannot give him that. So we come out with that in the rip. We're already off the top. We got a whole nother bond with our baby that dads will never have. They have their own special bond. That's something we'll never have.
Nope.
Anne Marie. He said the donor. And that's what they become, donors. That's what they become. Think about it. Hey, $100. Think about what Anne Marie just said. She got 3 grandbabies by donors. By a donor that only wants to claim one. They're not fathers anymore. We don't even speak of them that way. Sperm donors. And how many people go back to sperm donors? Every now and again, you feeling kind of, I guess, the person that you wanted to have a baby with when you went to the sperm clinic didn't work out. So now you want to sue the daddy or he's ruthless. But we refer to them as sperm donors. And Anne Marie, no, hold on. What did you say? I can't see. My glass got something on it. It's got a scratch on it, so I keep thinking, he's a piece of shit. Well, probably. But Miss Anne Marie, here's the thing. Unless your daughter was assaulted, you mad with it because it's your grandbaby's sperm donor. You got to be mad with her too because she had 3.
Go ahead, 3.
Anne Marie's daughter. She doesn't have to see him. Hey, ATL. Oh, it was her husband. Well, goddamn. But see, that's what I'm saying. Remember how we had the conversation about married? See, that's what I'm saying. And single parents. That's what I'm saying. We bear the burden of being the parent. Just because we carry them and we the ones drop them out, we the one pop them out, we the one at the hospital, we the one got to leave with them. Just logistically. Nobody, no daddy got to ever be there.
Nope.
She got divorced in February. He still doesn't pay any support, but he gets to see them. Well, my thing is this: if he's not treating the kids any different, and he's acting right in front of the kids,
you order something?
Order food. You just put mine over there. I ain't hungry yet. Then you don't want to take that away from the kids. If you want to try to be a dad, even if he ain't putting out no money, then you don't want to take that from the kids. But this is a lesson that us as women sometimes have to learn, babies. Babies don't fix nothing. Babies ain't a band-aid. They don't do nothing for your relationship. If he was acting crazy after 1 or 2, then you don't have no more. You don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that goes against your religious practices. I'm sorry. When think about it. Think about all these babies that they never see. The girls feel it. Well, then she need to. Here's my thing. It's like, I ain't trying to be funny. Like, I prayed with Nick. I told him, I said, you can either be in his life or you cannot be in his life. You ain't gonna be no middle ground. Ain't no bouncing back and forth. Ain't no, I woulda, shoulda, coulda, because I will kill your ass off. He said, you're gonna kill me. I said, no, but however, you were a nice, wonderful man who died in a tragic car accident. My baby not gonna sit up here and have to beg, and he didn't have to because I made sure that he didn't want for anything. And then I got a wife who cares for him like it's like she's her child. So he ain't lacking. Now, when he gets older, he may want to know who he looks like. He may want to know why he does this. It's something that I don't do and my family don't do. And as an adult, he can readily handle the situation. But as a child, he can't because the experience that he needs to handle that kind of situation, he don't have. And I'm not gonna force that shit on him. Oh, yes. I mean, here's the thing. The babies are all blessings. But these blessings suffer. Children suffer in situations like this. Children suffer when you have a one-night stand with a man. You don't even know where he works at. You know what club he goes to, maybe, because
that's where y'all met.
You don't even know if that's the club he go to all the time. You don't know if you come back next week, will he be there? And I understand the whole hear me when I tell you, I am not dissing anybody for getting fucked up and having sex with somebody they just met. Because I'd be a lie if I said I ain't did it. I ain't about to tell that lie. I have had a one-night stand. I've not had a child with a one-night stand. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I would have. I'm not about to sit up here and tell you a lie that if somebody came in my hospital room and asked me who the daddy was, I just have to say I don't know. Not because I don't want nobody else to know, but because I don't know. I don't think I would have subjected a child to that situation because I'm not his only parent. And that's to be fair to realize. He owes 20 plus, gives nothing. But he gonna end up in jail, baby. He gonna end up in jail. Somebody gonna snitch on him. Somebody gonna get mad with him. Somebody gonna tell on him, and he gonna get stopped by the police, and he gonna be in jail. And they gonna keep on playing. But that's the thing about kids. The only people that really give a shit about that is us. I love my grandbaby. Now my second one coming, and she's straight tripping. Same female. My son baby mama be keeping my grandson from me, and my mother, I see him whenever. And I realize that I have to make their life. Yes, you do. We are the. And Anne-Marie, your baby, you are your baby's backbone, your daughter, the mother of your grandkids. You are the backbone. You are what she looks to. But sometimes we got to be straight up and down with our kids. Damn what they like and want. Damn how old they are. My mom was like that with me. I was 37, almost 38 when I got pregnant with Nick, and I was scared to tell my grandmama because I didn't want to hear what the hell she was about to say to me. I'm sorry. And I'm sure you knew he was shit from the first baby. And I'm sure she did too. But she thought that he loved her and he would become a man. Do you know how many times I have heard a woman say that I thought this baby would make him be a man? I thought this baby would make him stand up and do what he's supposed to do. I thought this baby would make our relationship better. I thought he would stay with me because of this baby. I don't know who he is, but I'm gonna love this baby because it's mine. That's selfish. That's a selfish way to be.
I got it.
I just can't see. I'm straight. What? Okay. You talking about ATL? Okay. I was like, wait the fuck. Wait, Anne-Marie got clean. She's out. Air this bitch out. He's all. But see, here's the baby. Let me tell you something. And everybody I've ever dated, I saw the shit they was doing. I'm sure they saw the shit I was doing. But for whatever reason, we stayed together. And we ignored it. More likely it was their stuff because I'm not a cheater. I'd rather just go about my business. You know what I'm saying? Than to cheat because I don't feel like, because I ain't got that kind of thing, you know, because I be the best around, forgot what day it is, who day it is. I called you the wrong name, got my ass beat. Definitely does because I see him almost every day, but hard being on that it's hard being on that Alice is part that pisses me off. But here's the thing, mamas do it too. I'm talking about it because I'm talking about it from a woman's point of view because of the letter. But the reality is that in the same situation, if you see, I'm not talking, and I'm about to mess with ATL. You should have told me and been real with him. We try not to be real with our kids because we don't, for whatever reason, want to hurt their feelings. Whatever, I don't know why we don't. But the reality is, you already know your son is having sex or your daughter is having sex. So don't sit up here and try to think you're going to re-virginize them by talking about them nice. If they done already had a baby by somebody fucked up, then that's what you say. You don't say how much of a blessing this baby is. You don't say how, because the first thing we say is, we got this. We gonna do this. The baby gonna be all right. You okay? That's the first thing we say as parents, as friends, as relatives. We want to make this person feel better. But sometimes we need to make them feel bad. Don't you have sex with this person no more?
Right.
Don't you knock this girl up no damn more?
But you gotta realize sometimes people just think that because they had the baby the first go around, they're gonna change or something. And
I don't understand that.
It never changed. It never changed.
That's some oldest time shit for real. That is a tale as old as time stuff right there for real, thinking that a baby is gonna make anybody, male or female, grow up. It's not. It's not. This is not the fifth. This is not the old West when you had to grow up because you got married at 12. This is not the beginning of this century when women didn't have jobs. All they did was get married and sit at home and be miserable. That's not what this is. You cannot baby somebody into being an adult. Because if they're not an adult when they knocked you up, why would you want to do it again? It's a lot of big ones. And it definitely does me because hold on.
It definitely
okay. He's all about himself, period. And it definitely does me because I'm seeing him almost every day. Okay, we'll say that. He told the judge he would quit his 17 job so he could spend time. What? The judge said you're dumb. Good judge. You need your job. Sure do. Because them kids can't live off just love. Love is beautiful, but love is what sends your ass to work. Love is what sends me to work. And when I go to work, before all this, I can get a virus from the air shit came about. Love is what sent me to work in pain every day. Because at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. I got to bring some money into this house. Regardless, I could sit at home because I love my wife. And she works for us to do that. I could take care of the house. I'd still have money coming in, wouldn't be as much, but I could do that. And we would still live the life that we live. But I know I need to contribute because I have a son that grows exponentially every day. I didn't need nobody to make me be grown when I had my baby because I was. I knew I would tell anybody and their grandmama when I was in my 20s, I was not having no baby. You couldn't have poured a butter baby down on me like I was a biscuit because I'd have been like, who's a good football person don't never get caught. Whoever that is, I was running from babies like that. Whoever the hell that is, there was. You couldn't have melted a butter baby down and poured them on me like a biscuit baby because I was bobbing and weaving while I was in there. In my 20s, because I knew I was not old enough. I was old enough, but I did not have the man. I didn't have what I needed to sit at home with a baby. Because I knew I would want to take care of my baby because I like kids. They cool and all. In my 20s, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I saw my friends have to call for a babysitter and have to figure out or couldn't go or couldn't do something. I didn't even have to wake up the next day. If I didn't have to go to work, I didn't want to, because the only person I had to feed was me. My problem with this is we as women, we take this high road, we stand on the soapbox sometimes when we put ourselves into the situation that we're in. And we want everybody to feel sorry for us and feel bad for us. And we don't want anybody to tell us how we fucking up. You already got kids by somebody you're not with. You listen to the letter. She has children by somebody she's not with. And he's willing to be the parent for this child because she is the mother of his other kids. But you're not with this dude now. So now you got all these kids and nobody. You got somebody willing to do it, but he ain't got to. And the day that he finds a woman that's going to make him not do it, he's only going to take care of the ones he has. And this baby's going to be left out with you, who is pissed off. And if you don't think that anger translates to the children, you are incorrect. When parents are angry about something else, they take it out on the kids. My mama was angry at my grandmama for taking care of me. So she took it out on me. My mama was mad that my son's daddy didn't stay around, like that my brother's daddy didn't stay around. So she took it out on him. I'm telling you, I know this. It's not because I seen it on a magazine. That's not why. It's because I grew up with it.
What's up, Tierra?
When parents are mad about another parent, they take it out on the kids. You try not to, but you do. I told y'all the only time I cussed out my roommate by her child that she had was when she was screaming at her and calling her ugly and stupid because of daddy. Because the daddy didn't do what she wanted her to do. I was going to fight her ass about her baby. So I'm telling you some good shit. If you do not believe in abortion, if you are pro-choice but do not believe in abortion, don't have sex and be mad at somebody else who ain't going to stay there and be the parent. Because if this ain't your husband or your boyfriend, he is not giving you any indication that he want to be somebody's daddy. And you come knocking on the door talking about, hey, daddy. Don't be mad when you don't get the reception that you're looking for. Kids don't automatically make you a parent. That's something you got to be. That's something you got to suck up because you got to understand it ain't you no more. It's us, it's y'all.
Right there. Put your glasses on, baby.
I did put my glasses, got something in. I don't feel like, look, it's got the thing. I don't know what that is. And it feel like my eye, feel like I want to rub my eye. Y'all remember the camera from the other day at Sam's? Cause I was like, why is it so hazy? Is they burning something in here? It's so smoky. They said, wipe the camera off. I was like, oh, okay. I wiped the camera off. Guess what? The camera was dirty. That's what these glasses made my eyeball feel like I want to rub my eyeball.
You want the cleaning thing?
No, it ain't. It's scratching. Okay. Now his new girlfriend takes care of them when he has them. What a joke he is. He does nothing. He's just trying to keep from paying, and he only has 9. I definitely told him don't get her pregnant after Isaiah. I always told him don't do that because look how she's doing his own mother and grandmother now with this baby, and I don't know what it is. Well,
so anybody said they've been in a drunk situation?
Leilani.
Oh,
just because you're right there.
She said that shit real quick.
But see, okay, Leilani, you're a single mother. And I have not seen you smile one time talking about the kids. So I'm assuming that y'all don't have the best relationship when it comes to that. But well, I mean, I ain't never seen you smile.
He calls to talk to the children. I hand them the phone. Here you go. Telephone is for you. It's not for me. It's definitely not for me.
See, look at your face right now. You're thinking about it, get mad. Look at you right now.
I have to offer, but it's not even that I'm angry at. He's just so annoying. I'm gonna show you something. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Contacts.
While Leilani looking for that, anybody in the chat has ever been in a situation where they was drunk and woke up in somebody's bed?
See, I never understood. I never understood that because when I got drunk, you got uglier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, that's
you know how people have beer garden. Hold on, shit, girl. You know I can't say the hell that's it.
Hold on, this got to clear up first anyway.
Okay.
Wait a minute,
annoying. She got annoying dude in the damn phone.
Yeah.
It said annoying dude. I'm done.
No,
Anne-Marie gone. Baby, that's what real talk is for. This is real talk. Sometimes it's over. Sometimes
Shayla's dead. Shayla's dad has a name.
Can you put it on the TikTok?
Shayla's dad has a name.
A real name?
Real name or motherfucker?
A real name. No, he got a real name. His real name is in here.
Oh.
But I'm sorry, my ex-husband? No. Just annoying. Even we were still married and we were working at the same place. We were working at Chase Bank together. We were telephone bankers, okay? I was still in training when he was already on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And he met me in the hallway when I was coming back from break and said something stupid. He's just annoying. And so when I came back in class, I go back in the training class and I sit down and they're like, you saw your husband, didn't you? And I'm like, what? All over your face.
Whatever you talk about, your face be all balled up like you thinking about doo-doo. So I'm like, I ain't gonna talk about him.
Because he's just so annoying. He's just so annoying. Because it's just annoyance. It's all of it. It's just annoyance.
But you understand what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. Y'all were married, and you're not. And I don't think you take it out on the babies. But imagine, I'm gonna go up to Anne-Marie, drinking this fine baby, had no problem. I understand. Anne-Marie answered, "I woke up from being drugged at 18 and realized I was raped."
Oh,
that is an entirely different situation, and I understand that because in those situations, you try to figure out what did I do to get in this situation. It's not like when you are forcibly raped. There's a difference when you wake up and don't know what someone has done to you. You know that something's wrong, but you don't know. You don't have any idea. It is devastating. It changes how you look at the world, not just your life, but the entire world, because what you thought was a safe space is no longer safe. The world was no longer safe after that. So I understand what you're saying.
No, that never happened to me. I always You want to see right here, baby? So you gotta go like that.
With me when I drank because people are crazy. My dad took me to the hospital. Thank God. That's good. I had my dad. That's good. And but see, that's what I'm saying about this particular situation.
Thank you, Karen. I don't really know how you get drunk or high, mind you, to the point that you don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh, it's easy. Oh, yes. Just drink a whole bottle. It's fucking easy. Yeah. Yeah. Eat the worm. You want to not know where the fuck you at? Eat the worm. How about that? Do that. You'd be like,
yeah, I've never been there. I've never gotten to the point where I no longer knew what was going on.
I love you, but in my formative years, when a lot of people had babies and was being mamas and being responsible, see, I believe you in your formative years, because your baby's how old? The oldest?
13.
I'm gonna need you to do better. You was still, I still wasn't thinking about no baby at that time, your age. So you was being an adult, responsible person. However,
I was always boring. I was always boring.
No, I was all over the place.
Sometimes I would just sit there and look at myself and go, I came home one night so high. Because 9 times out of 10 was after work, ain't gonna lie. And I had tried not to kill at least 13 people at the restaurant.
You said 13.
Mm-hmm. So I needed to do something. So I go out on a rampage because I might never have been DC KOOLAID. At least I might have been 67924 on death row. So yeah, I was I was so high. One night I went home and I had eaten, but I was still hungry. That's how high I was. I ate, and then it just brought me down to regular high. And then it just brought me down to high. Cause I was like Snoop Dogg, old school Willie Nelson, Cheech and Chong high.
Yeah, you said Cheech and Chong.
Oh yeah, I was sitting hot boxing high. I was so high. On the way to the restaurant we was going to, I thought we was speeding. We was going 35. Police was going that way. We were going that way. And I said, "Ooh, slow down. They're gonna see us." That's how I was. I got home after eating out at the restaurant. I had a dog. I had 2 dogs. And they was just on me. And for some reason, I said, y'all don't leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna put y'all in the skillet and fry y'all ass. Eat you, get that away from your child. Find something to eat. I ate some old ass Chinese, a sandwich, and a half of ice cream thing out the refrigerator. And me and the dogs talked about it. So I can understand getting that happen. I can understand being that drunk. Trust me, I have eaten the worm. Trust me, I have killed an entire bottle of Jack Daniels and decided that since they were out of Jack, obviously I should go to tequila.
What's up, the TR show?
Obviously, that is the logical progression.
Welcome to our live stream.
Bottle of Jack, tequila. So yes, I have been there.
For the ones that don't know, this is Lisa. Lisa does Real Talk every Saturday.
That's why I drink Dr. Pepper. Now I drink Dr. Pepper now. I am still.
See, but here's the thing. Wait. Because you still knew how to get home.
Oh yeah.
So you were completely gone.
She was semi.
You made it home. You made it to the fridge. That's functional. That's still functional. I said not functional.
Well, because see, I'm gonna tell you why. Younger, and why I understand what Anne Marie was saying. Younger, I've been in situations where things have happened. And as I got older, I don't know, maybe I was hyper vigilant about that. I still did what I wanted to do, but I was never going to get myself in the situation that I was in when I was in my teenage years again. So I have been, trust me, I had passed out in the bathroom at the club. I had been on the toilet, leaned back like this.
And how old was you?
I was okay. Before I say something, I had been legal to drink since I was 18. So I was 18.
He was about 18.
I was 18.
Damn,
And I went out with my mama. This killing parties, I went with my mama. And now when I was 18, I was fine as hell. And I looked a little older. So I was with my mama, she looked younger. So we looked like we could have been sisters. Maybe she my auntie. You know what I'm saying? She didn't necessarily look like my mama. So, and the guys was at the club just shooting us drinks, just sitting there. This is the first time I went to a club. These guys just shooting us drinks, just White Russians. I was drinking because it was tasty. And I was, tasty. I was being grown. Shit. And it just kept coming because I thought, I don't think they knew that was my mama, and I know they didn't know the extent they could not get her drunk. You put what you put in front of. It's not enough alcohol in the stove, so she was not gonna get that drunk. So I had like 7 of them, and I stood up because they were sitting outside. I stood up, and I swear I went around the world in 3 seconds because I was like, what the fuck? So I went to the bathroom because it was in Atlanta, and it was a neighborhood club, so it was clean. It wasn't like I was in like somewhere that had 3 million people in there going in pissing on the floor. It was a neighborhood, and it didn't, it was one of them clubs that you go hang out. You can dance if you want to. It's that kind of vibe. It's a neighborhood thing. So I went to the bathroom, did the toilet the way I was supposed to do the toilet, because I knew I might not be able to hold on. So
you lay long, I don't even want to know where this going.
So I couldn't hold on, so I sat down. I peed. I just had to pee. It wasn't nothing freaking. So I did this. I don't know how, but I woke up like this, looking at the ceiling. I said, "Did nobody come check on me? I'm gone by 15 minutes."
See, that was back in my days when I was growing up hanging out. I had friends. We looked out for each other.
That too. I never went out by myself, so I could
without the other, none of that crap.
But I mean,
as I got older and stopped going out by myself, that's why I stopped drinking about 15 years ago.
All right, I'm going back up. Hold on, yeah. Let me get my glass. Let me get my glass. Let's see that. Let's see you get down low. All right, she said I'm straight up gangster. She's beating asses. That's Anne Marie. I like a little thug. Now my new girl, he's okay. Definitely told him not to. Okay. We should stop talking to my son because of him not standing up to her when it comes to me and his grandmother. Like, is that his girlfriend, ATL? Or that's just somebody he got them kids by?
Karen Wood said nobody went to the bathroom by themselves.
We went in there like it was a pack.
All right, next story. We got another story.
I'm retired from Disney because of a guest tried to run me over. Thank God my husband is a bank. Hey. Hold on. Okay, look, people saying something. My daughter was hospitalized with a breakout for a week. I still don't know what it was. Then 19-year-old ran. Oh, shit, I'm so sorry. Then a job fired her because she had 4 minutes late. That's a job to get cussed out at. People mad. People are so mad around me because of how she has done me. Yeah, that's messed up. Because I remember because I always saw him on your Facebook, and all of a sudden he wasn't on there no more. So hurry up, take a lot of pictures. ATL shit. Ooh, not me, right? I woke up. Yeah, I feel that. All right, that's a lot of words. If I missed something probative, y'all please come back and say something to me. All right, so we got a new one. All right, Lego. My son is in jail because he was caught having sex with a girl. Her age was 14. My son was 16. The mother came in, caught my son in bed with her daughter. She immediately called the police and reported these minors having sex as rape. My son was in high school. My son at the time was in high school. While at work one morning, I get a call from my mother. This is Dennis. I'm being arrested at school. I'm in a panic, leave my job, calling everywhere I can think of to try and find out what's going on. My son had been taken to juvenile court in West Texas and charged with sexual assault of a minor. I find out where he is, drive there. He's told me he doesn't need an attorney. Dennis was placed on probation and he didn't succeed at all. I let my son be railroaded as a minor in the state of Texas. The oldest of the 2 minors in question is charged with sexual assault. Dennis went off to college and was on probation. He didn't complete it. He was then sent to jail. My son will be 23 next year. To make a long story short, my son was punished for sex with a minor while he was a minor himself, all because the girl asked him to come over with his cousin. There is more to this. I feel this needs to be heard by parents.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What? It happens regularly. That law and laws like that were really not meant for someone who is 16. They're meant for someone who is 36, 26, not 16. But because of the states and where you are, and depending upon the race of the person, those laws can be enacted. There was a similar case where a young man who was 18, I think he was 19. His girlfriend was 9. His girlfriend was 16, about to be 17. The mama didn't like the fact that she was dating him, caught him having, called the police. He went to jail for an extended amount of time. There was a young man who went to jail for kissing a girl, and they said it was sexual assault. He was in a club that he had the right to be in because he was of age. She was also in the club, but had a fake ID, told him she was 18. They just kissed. Her parents found out for whatever reason. I don't know what happened around that. Found out, and he was arrested for sexual assault. These are the things we got to tell our kids. These are the things. ATL. These are the things we got to tell our kids. We tell our kids not to do stuff. You ain't old enough to do stuff. Yes, it did. It happened to my cousin one time. He was 19. She was 17, 16 to 17. He was 19. He went to jail for, I think, he was sentenced, I think, close to 20 years. Just show, yep. This is what we have to tell our sons moving forward. I'm gonna leave the girls for a second. Because guess what? Had it been reversed, had it been the son was younger, and it was a girl, how much you want to bet they want to call the police on? So I'm talking to I'm talking to the young men and the parents of young men like me. This is the stuff we have to tell our kids. Stop just telling your children not to have sex. Stop just telling your children not to do drugs. Stop just telling your children not to drink. Tell them why.
Another one.
Show them why. Tell them why. Now that might not help all kids. It might not help all. What is that? Hold on, that's a little bitty thing. Hold on, I can't wait. What is that? It's a tooth.
Brought me a tooth.
I thought that was a tooth. Who lost the tooth?
Shayla.
Just walk around handing out teeth. Okay. It is messed up. It is. I promise you it's messed up. Here's the thing. We jump on. This is why no drugs and alcohol. But here's the thing. When you tell a child no, to them, it must be something amazing. Whatever you tell them not to do, it's amazing. When they watch TV and they see all these people being sexy and loving and hugging and kissing and they looking all happy and you tell them, no, do that, that's wrong. They like, no, you just old. It's amazing. When you tell them don't drink, but everybody in the bar holding up the glasses, clinking and smiling and going to work the next day, it's amazing. You got to tell them why it ain't amazing. What happened? Anne-Marie, don't give up on life, pray. Yeah. They should have arrested her too. Yeah, with the fake ID. They did. That's the problem. See, you gotta understand it's a double standard when it comes to sex in all things. It's a double standard. Sadly, it just is. If it had been a 16-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, nobody would have said anything. If that had been a 19-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy at the club, she wouldn't have been charged with assault. Why are you mad with her for kissing you? That's what that would have hurt. But see, you got to understand, when girls sit up here and be assaulted, the first thing they say, where were you at? What were you wearing? What are you doing? It's a double standard, because it's always the man's fault. And it's always the girl's fault. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Because you're younger, he should have known better. But if you're in a situation, you are both two young people, 14 and 16. They in the same school. They see each other every day. You probably had a little boy in your house, but you just mad because he got caught because they having sex. But did you tell your baby about sex, or did you tell her not to have it? Did you tell her what happens when you have sex with somebody? Here's the thing, Anne-Marie. It is hard. Some nights you can't even understand how you got up this morning. You sit up at night when everybody else is asleep, and you might cry, or you just might think of crazy shit, or you might think of stuff you did from years ago. But if you've done your best with everything in your situation, if you've done your best with your kids, with your job, with your family, if you've done everything you can do, you can try not to feel bad. Because you've done everything you can do. That means some things are just out of your control. I'm sorry about your daughter. Sometimes we just make a mistake in love. And sometimes the mistakes come out with babies. Yeah, and as a community, we suck it up and we take care of the kids. That's what we do. That's what we do. Baby get pregnant and he don't want to be there, that's fine. Your son come home with a baby in the bassinet because she ain't want to be a mama, that's fine. But we shouldn't have to. And we got to start being honest with our kids. We have got to start being honest with our kids. We ain't got to be sweet and cute with it, because life ain't sweet and cute with it. Life's not going to treat your baby like you treat your baby. Them boys not going to look at your daughter when her boobs pop out and her butt pop out like you look at your daughter. Life don't look at Nick like I look at Nick. So I'm not going to sit up here and tell him like it's all peaches and cream and sunshine all the goddamn time, because it ain't. If you don't want to go to jail, don't have sex with somebody younger than you. Because if her mama get mad with you, you can go to jail. If you don't want to be a daddy at 16, don't have sex. I'm not saying that it's awful. They're just consequences to your actions that you're not ready to handle yet. And I tell anybody all the time, adults make bad decisions when it comes to love and sex. Think about, come on now. I made bad decisions up until 46. One bad decision after another. I should have left before. I left. I should have never went. I should have went left and I went right. So how you expect kids who ain't been on the earth but a few years to navigate sexuality and love and life better than you? How you expect them to do anything? Do y'all remember all the stuff you wish your mom and daddy had told you when you was young, now that we're adults? Think about all the stuff you wish your mom and daddy had told you when you was growing up. You know it now, but you could have used it back then. Now, there might be a few curse words coming up, but this is what I'm about to say. Sometimes you got to sit your babies down, because I would sit Nick down, his face, you ought to see it. Do his face, baby. He'd be like, when I say, come here, he'd be like,
oh, no, that's him. He'd be like,
Tina was about to
something about that. Nick is what? How old?
Nick is
15.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't be sweet and fluffy with it. Tell your sons what's up. I was watching. We watch more. You know, my baby daddy, my baby granddaddy actually more. Damn, they're 80. You look good. Video. So there was I don't know if y'all ever watched more, and it's a repeat for one of the You're the Daddy shows. And there's a couple. They're a young couple. He's 22 and she's 21, or he's 21 and she's 20, whatever. They're young. He's a hefty little boy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of them little boys, you know, girls can't ignore. He's a fat little boy. Looks like he might be a little nerdy, dark. I think his color is beautiful. He's a little chocolate drop. But, you know, he just looks like nobody wanted to date him in high school. In comes this little girl who is now pregnant. The first thing I think, and I'm sure a lot of people thought, was she wanted somebody who was going to take care of that baby, because the man that she had sex with wasn't. So now all of a sudden, at 19, he marries her, and they got this baby that don't look like neither one of them. But he is set in his mind, because he's a good boy. His mama taught him well. His mom was getting on my nerves because he was treating him more like a boyfriend. I hate when mamas do that shit. That's your son. I'm not about to sit up there and argue with no girl about my son. I had him. You ain't did nothing but over there. You having him, but I had him. I'm not about to argue with you. I'm not about to argue with him about you. But she was like, that's not your son. I raised you to be a good man. That's why she wanted you. Got to tell your kids that too. Sex doesn't make somebody love you, young ladies, girls, women, old ladies, grandmamas, just whatever. Sex does not make a man love you or want you. He wants sex. He want to bust a nut, but that don't mean nothing about you. Man, if you couldn't get a girl to pour water on your on fire ass, please look twice when they want to be your woman all of a sudden. When all of a sudden you the sexiest thing since Denzel Washington / Brad Pitt / Halle Berry / Angelina, anybody sexy, ball it up, you the sexiest thing since all of them. All of a sudden, you couldn't get somebody to pour water on your burning ass. Now, all of a sudden, I don't know where somebody is absolutely positively in love with you. You are awesome. You are sliced bread. You are a burger with cheese just right.
He's into the burger. Go ahead.
Be mindful and tell your babies that. Stop telling them this. Stop teaching your kids like school teachers. Like school teaching about American history, and now we got new math, and you don't need commas. Stop teaching them like schools teach, because they don't know the hell they don't. Teach them for real. Teach them how you want them to know. I want you to know that if that little girl didn't want your ass last week, she wants you for something different this week.
Mm-hmm.
And fire.
Okay.
But here's the thing: he was the woman. The little boy was the boy you would want your daughter with, but you know your daughter wouldn't want to be with. You know what I'm talking about? The little guy you look at, he look like he's stable. You know, he ain't cute now, but he kind of cute because he growing on you. Your daughter wouldn't have wanted none of that. So that's why I tell the boys, if yesterday didn't nobody want to be your girlfriend, now all of a sudden this girl that's a little bit out of your league, probably way out of your league, come in. You the best thing rocking. He said he's the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Tell your girls. It doesn't matter how many babies you have, baby. If he didn't want you when you wasn't a mama, he damn sure not gonna want you now. Kids do not make you become adults. Kids change your life, but it don't give you any more maturity or experience. Stop it. Tell your babies what you want them to know. I told Nick, and I promise you I did. I told him about condoms. And when I told him about condoms, I told him about condoms from the perspective of a girl who knew girls. Always keep one in your watch. Make sure it's new when you go out. Don't take any of her rubbers. Don't let her put it on. Don't let her take it off. And make sure you watch it go down the toilet. That's exactly what I told him. I didn't tell him to just wear rubbers. I told him why. If I had a daughter, I would tell her he's not going to be your man. Did he like you yesterday before you had sex with him? No. What the hell make you think he like you now? Sometimes we got to hurt their feelings before the world destroys their feelings. You need to send, this not your baby prayed up, but you need to send your baby outside hooded up, thugged up, ready for it. Because the world teaches them that they don't look at them like we look at them. Nobody looks at your kids like you do, other than people who love your kids, other than real parents. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, the court allows a whole lot of stuff. But here's the thing, we got to keep our kids out of there. Do you know I do not want my son to see a courthouse until he's going to pick up his marriage certificate? Or what else you got to do in the courthouse?
Jury duty.
Jury duty. He become a lawyer, a client. He become a judge, a case. I don't want him to go in there. I don't want him to have to see that. I want him to be, you understand what I'm saying? And that's what we got to do. We got to teach him to not make it there. Yeah. Can't sue the state. The state has a certain, that's the killing part about the law. That's what I'm saying. You don't want them fucking with it when it's not on their side. You don't want them to mess with the law if it's not on their side. That's number one. You don't want them to mess with the world because it's not on their side. Just because somebody loves you don't mean it's a good thing. It's a lot of people right now that you have to go visit in the cemetery because of somebody who loved him. You got a lot of people right now didn't tell their parents what was going on. Didn't tell their friends. Didn't tell their relatives about what was going on in their house until the police come took their body out of there. See, I'm talking about the end. I'm talking about the end game. I'm not just talking about all this stuff that lead up to it. I watch shit every day. Young women every day get pregnant thinking it's the best thing since sliced bread. This baby is going to love me. But you forget it's somebody else in that equation and you stop. There was an 18-year-old girl got pregnant. Little boy was not much older. I think he was 18 too. But he had a girlfriend and he didn't want no baby. But she was also happy about that. But she's dead. And so was her child. Now we watching those shit now, Anne Marie. If we need to figure out how to get rid of a body so won't nobody find it. I mean, I'm just playing. Because we would have to not put this on YouTube because it can't be used against us in the court of law. But
What's that?
She said the end game would be he disappears.
Oh shoot, I didn't hear that. Nope. Why Callie trying to go outside?
With the first letter, here's my thing. This is the first letter. She just came back in. Brittany just took outside. From the first letter. I'm mad with her than I am with him. Here's the thing. And this is personal. It's not for everybody. You had a one night stand. Yay. That is not. You got to think long and hard when you come into a situation and bring the baby into this world when you do not have anybody with you, baby. It's hard as hell. I did it. You look at stuff on TV, you see people sitting in the hospital rooms and the dads cutting the umbilical cords and holding the babies and taking pictures and you in there by yourself. Maybe your mama. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. Think long and hard before you assume a baby will change anything other than you. On the first one, I believe she just madder with herself than she is with him, but she can't take it out on herself. So she needs an outlet for her anger, and that's him. He doesn't know you, baby. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know how funny you are, silly you are. He doesn't know you. So making a baby with him and expecting him to run up there like it's the best thing ever in life is ignorant at best. In these situations, the best thing you can hope for is that he ain't got no problem being on child support. Stop being mad at folks for not being the daddies and the mamas you want them to be when you didn't know them in the first place. That's my thing on that one. With the other thing, I wish parents would stop using the statutory rape law to punish their kids, because that's what you're doing when you call the police on a 14 and 16-year-old having sex. What you do is you call the mom and the daddy or whoever the parents are of both children, and you sit there and beat their ass until they don't even want to be naked no more. Stop using the police for things that you are killing these babies. These babies have sexual assault records forever. Because he kissed a girl, because he had sex with a girl that wasn't but 2 years younger than him and went to the same high school he did, because she was in the club and said she was 18 and she was 16. Stop it. That's just like people calling the police on somebody doing their job or barbecuing in the parking lot. You understand what I'm saying? These laws were not meant for a 16 and a 14-year-old. They were meant for that nasty bastard you bring around your kids. That's who they was meant for. So in this situation, this is just about somebody. I would say with that situation, I would go to whoever I went to, whoever I needed to go to. There are places you can go to. His record would be expunged. His record would be completely exonerated. You are not going to have my baby stuck with a sexual assault record forever. Because him and his girlfriend do what girlfriend and boyfriends do, and they just got caught doing it. My daughter asked their dad if he wanted them for the weekend because it was her. And then on Father's Day, he said, well, let me ask you something, Emery. Did you ever like him before she had kids with him? And not like she can answer me. I gotta wait for the type. Did you ever like him? Was he a good dude? And then he showed his true colors when they got married, or was he always an ass and she just wasn't listening to you? What is it?
No, and no.
The system is trying to destroy. Yes, they are. You're correct. Exponentially, it happens. I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen to people, to white people, but on average, people of color are hit with that law more than anybody else. So yes, you're correct. He was always like that. Did you tell her that you didn't like him and you didn't want her with him, Anne-Marie? Oh no, not you, Anne-Marie. I was talking to T.E. He had said something. Oh, we mixed. You like me? Okay. And yes, you did. See, let me tell you something. That's why if those that sometimes as parents we got to go against that grain to want to tell somebody not to do something, and kind of, because you got to remember being in love and young and in love. His family is from St. Kitts, okay? When you're talking to your kids when they're young, not like Brittany and Charles, they grown. Both of them. They come in here talking about some advice about love. Y'all is old as hell. Go on there. I'm just going. Not like you would talk to them. They've had experience in situations. And you can say, hey, no, this, and the third. With kids and they in love, you got to remember how you were when you were in love. Oh, Drake's twin. Okay. When you talking to your young kids and they're in love with somebody that you know is going to send them down a road of pain and hurt and struggle, you got to talk to them like you remember what it's like to be in love with somebody that your parents didn't like. You got to remember that. We talking to our kids. That's why I say, remember all that stuff you wish your parents had told you. You know what I mean? That's how you got to talk to your kids now. So your kids don't go through the same cycle of that you went through. You got to teach your kids that now. When you're talking to young women about, remember when you were in love, and remember the advice that you would take when you were in love and young. None. And remember, as soon as your parents told you not to do something, that was the best thing ever to do. So as soon as you said, no, I don't like him, he's this, and the third, in her eyes, oh, he's juicy and delicious. Because they don't realize the outcome of juicy and delicious is miserable and crying. They don't realize the outcome of juicy and delicious can be pregnant and alone, even with a husband. They don't understand the outcome of juicy and delicious can be, he loved my son, but not my daughters, and they know it. We got to figure out how to show our kids this stuff. Bold enough to hit me. Wow. What? Hey, hold on. Let me go back up to the Asian. You know what the crazy thing is? The exact same thing like when we talk about storyline Chicago PD. They killed a black boy because they said he was a pedophile having sex with a 16-year-old. Like I said, disproportionately. Not that it doesn't happen to people, not to white folks, because I'm about to say not color, but you know what I mean. But just a little bit more. I just said it happens all the time. Think about it. Let me now to the men in my channel in my thing. Think about the first thing. If you got a daughter, the first thing ran through your mind when you found out you was gonna be a daddy to a daughter. I need to get a gun so I can kill it. Now think back to how many people thought that shit about you. Mamas, when you see a girl with your or a girl with your son or a guy with your daughter, think about all the stuff that you went through with your parents. Think about all the stuff that you did as a young girl. You know, because everybody don't, when you're young, everybody don't have a baby. There were some mean girls. You know what I'm saying? There were some hoes that you get older, things change. Remember back when you was young. You got to remember these things because you're not talking to an adult. You're talking to a kid that you're trying to teach something. And sometimes you got to teach them. When you're in love, blindness, yep, baby. Not only do you be blind, I think it take IQ points. In love, drop your IQ, make you blind, you can't hear shit. So I don't know what it is. The worst weed ever. We accepted him with open arms, but I did know he was beating my child. Aaron favorites. Well, hopefully, thank God, my daughter's father punched me in the ear. Anne-Marie, thank God you got away. My daughter's father punched me in the ear. I blacked out. I was pregnant. She lost oxygen, born with fluid on her brain. This is 1998. She's 21, and he doesn't do crap for her. But you know how many? I mean,
I look at it like this from my perspective of raising Brittany, a young woman. Her 20. How was Brittany? 28.
When was she born? What year?
She's 28.
Because I had to add.
Yeah, she's 28 years old, and I raised her.
Okay.
I put her dad out when she was like 5 days old. She was 5 days old, and I always told him, you know, if you're gonna be there for her, or you're not gonna be there for her. So if you know, it's damn you do or damn you don't. I'm not gonna tell her nothing bad about you. You either gonna be a part of her life or you're not gonna be a part of her life. So he chose not to be a part of her life. You know what I'm saying? So I always look at it. You do what you're supposed to do for your kid. I believe in karma. I don't wish no ill will, but karma does come back.
I do.
And so I just raised her, and she became a successful, young woman. You just got when the other half don't want to do for your child, you just got to step up the plate and do what you got to do. I didn't stress behind it. I'm 54 years old with little gray hair because I don't stress behind nothing. I just let things be what it is, and I raised her until this day. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't look at because that other half. It can be the dad, it can be the mother. It's whoever's just the parent that's not trying to be. You just do what you have to do for your child and make sure you do the right thing. And don't worry about that other person. Either they're gonna be there or not. I never talk bad, like I said, to her about him or anything. I just I did what I had to do. So I'm like, don't worry about that. Just do what you gotta do. Because if you worry about them, you're gonna be more stressed out behind him or her because they not doing their part. Trust me, karma is a bitch. Because he had got karma. Like I said, I ain't wish no ill will, but I found out a lot of things that happened. And it's not my fault, it's their fault.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right, let me go up. All right, and then she finally divorced him. That's good. She will always be my hero. Okay. Like T.I. having different rules for his. That's some bullshit. Because I don't really watch. Okay. I don't watch this stuff. I don't watch T.I. none of them things. But she does, so I'll be sitting on the bed playing on my phone and I hear it. All parents. Everybody got different rules for girls and boys, and they shouldn't, but they do. And I mean, you should up until a point because we are different and we approach things. Girls don't approach things like boys. So the rules are a little different. However, that shit with T.I., first of all, she could be having sex every day, 3 times a day, and her hymen won't break. That has absolutely nothing to do with sex.
It can break other ways.
If she's athletic, if she plays sports, she could.
That was so dumb. That was dumb.
What blew me is not him doing it. Fine, if you want to be a little skeevy, because that's a little skeevy, a little skanky. But if that's what you want to do, fine. Keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah, he shouldn't have went public.
Shut the hell up. What is wrong? Why don't people shut the hell up no more? If you have a secret, if you have something you don't want anybody to know, you don't tell anybody. I don't give a fuck who or what it is. You don't tell anybody. If she has something that she don't want nobody in the world to know, unless it's her having sex with somebody else, I don't have to know it. And she can keep it to herself. Because the best way to keep a secret is to keep it to yourself. Especially when it got to do with your kids. You on a podcast and you T.I. You thought they was just going to forget what the hell you said? Boy, if you don't get somewhere and sit your dumb ass down. His sister was cussing him out, everybody. And the baby was mortified. Can you imagine? Even with T.I. being your daddy, the stuff that her friends said to her when they heard that shit. You do raise your kids however you want to raise them. Everybody. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying he wrong. But what I'm saying is this. There was so much I wish I would have known. Just had the knowledge in my head, even if I didn't use it when I was growing up. That I wasn't told. And that's why I tell Nick, whatever the hell come to my mind.
And see, and what Lisa just said, just right there, that's just like me growing up. When I was growing up, it's four of us, and we were like, shelter kids. So it was like we went to Catholic school and all that, but I felt like we wasn't told a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So I found out a lot of things on my own, and some things went the wrong direction. But the point was, when Brittany and Nick and other kids that was part of my life, I always made sure I tell them everything because I felt like I wasn't told a lot.
We were. We were at a time. Like I told you, my sex talk was keep your dress down and your drawers up, and everybody in this house will be happy.
See, I don't even recall having a sex talk.
Well, it wasn't a sex talk. I told you what the hell she just said. That's all she said. I went back in the room like she had told me.
No, but
good. I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. It took me a minute to go how that shit go, how I'm gonna pee. But it just took me a minute to understand what she meant. And then I got it. But then I was like, what if I wear pants?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember none of this stuff.
Me and my mom is taking me to her to bingo. Mm-hmm. We got home from bingo. We getting out the car. And she said, you know you can get pregnant through your pants, right?
What? Oh, let me look. I'm 53, Anne-Marie. But I had Nick when I was 37.
And I'm 54, and I had Brittany when I was 26. So it's like, I don't remember no talk, no nothing. I don't recall not one. I remember taking a class, you know, when you're in high school, they had a little sex education class, but I never remember hearing anything from my parents.
Now, see, everybody, my mom and my dad were both nurses aide and a nurse. So it was 3 million medical books.
They want you to read all them books.
No, they didn't want me to read none of them. I don't think they care if I read none of them. But so I read stuff, because no, she didn't tell me stuff, but they were, oh, I saw some shit in there. I was like, are y'all still doing that? I think that would kill somebody. They were real old books. They were real old. You know, back in the day, right after you started, was still using leeches and shit. So wow. I don't know what was going on in some of them books. I was like, that's nasty. The pictures were awful. They were black and white, and they had one elephantitis of the balls. Baby, I'm so glad I wouldn't do, because if I'd have seen that picture, and I think I was like 8 or 9, I'd have seen that picture and I was a boy 8 or 9, I would walk around my balls in my hand forever to make sure they don't get that big. It was awful. One dude, one nut was like to his ankles and was huge, and he couldn't wear no pants, and he had to like wear half a pant or cut a hole and squeeze the ball through. I don't know what the fuck he was outside, but it was awful. So this was what I had. So glad I wasn't no girl, no dude, because I'd have been walking around my nuts in my hand and been like, wow, I'm like, so my balls won't grow. But, and then they had pictures of women, and we ain't got nothing to hold on to, but they out the bad pictures, like when you had like a venereal disease or something, like when the worst part, like you let the shit go forever. I was like, I'd be wanting to get a mirror and look at mine, but then I ain't want to see it just in case I want to look like. See, this is shit you do with kids. When you're a kid, we stupid as hell. So I want to look at it to make sure it's all right, but then I ain't want to look at it just in case that's what it looked like. Because I ain't know no better. I ain't know what my stuff look like. Who looks at your stuff? This was the 70s. As soon as I started getting hair, I couldn't see my shit no more, no way. So who does that? I'm just saying. But I'm laughing because we have got to tell our babies the right thing. Because if we tell our babies the right thing, I don't care how ugly it is, we got to stop trying to protect our kids from the ugly. Because they got to know the ugly so that when they're presented with the ugly, they know how to handle it. Some parents send our kids outside woefully unprotected for the world, still giving birds and the bee sex talk, still saying just say no, still saying that's not what's gonna happen. If you kiss, you're gonna get pregnant. You can get pregnant from somebody touching you. The fuck, stop telling kids that shit. The world is ugly. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. But the underbelly, the stuff that affects us, is ugly. And it's harsh, and it's mean, and it is loveless, and it has no conscience. And you can't send your babies out there like they Tiny Tim tiptoeing through the tulips. You got to send your babies out there like they the Terminator. So that when shit get them, you can just flick it off and your arm grow back. You understand what I'm saying? You send them out there thinking that it's all, if we just say no and we do this and we're this. No. Yes, Be respectful. Yes, especially to yourself. Stop respecting others more than you respect yourself. Teach your kids, yes, but respect is earned. Respect yourself. Stop allowing things to happen. Stop saying they have to do this and the third. It's already bad enough with the climate that I got to give Nick the extra talks to make sure he come home alive. I shouldn't, but I make sure he also comes home not a daddy, not a felon, and not suicidal. Do you know how many people take their lives, young people, because of somebody they love? Do you know how many young people don't make it home because of somebody they love? Because we haven't told them that you are worthy by yourself. If somebody wants you to change, that means they don't want you. If you want somebody, but you want them to have a different hair color, skinnier, or taller, you don't want them. So don't hurt them. Leave them alone and go get who you want. If you have to change all of who you are to be somebody else for someone, they don't want you. And we got to tell them that. We got to show them that. And then starts by doing it ourselves. If I can't be me to be with her, Nick can see that. And even though he's a young man, young men still have those problems too. You just don't talk about it. Like I said, there's a double standard. Teach these babies their worth and what they are. But they did get messed up with. Hold on. No one can mess with them. But they did get messed up. Hold on. Yes, I sent them out there like they. Yep. Puppy knees. Okay. Like they the mafia. I got some family members right now. Old as hell. Some of them on oxygen. Still try to fight. Sit your ass down before you have a heart attack. Because they were sent out there like that. Gang members. The time for fluffy love is gone. These babies got to know their worth from the day they came in there, from the day you pop them out. Boys and girls, tall and short, fat and skinny, black and white. You got to know your worth so nobody can devalue you and you allow it. See, that's the problem. The young lady in the beginning, you got drunk and had sex with somebody. And now you are pregnant. But the reality is, the first thing I thought was, this is the first person you got drunk with and had a baby by. You got kids and you're not with the daddy of those kids. And you know that's what this boy is thinking. You had sex with him on the first date. This ain't the first time you done did that. What makes you think this is my baby? See, that's what you hear. That's what people perceive. And perception is a person's reality. How you perceive something is your reality. How you're perceiving what I'm saying, you can either perceive it the way I'm saying it, actually what I'm feeling, or you can perceive it a different way. And you be like, she full of shit. Who the fuck she talking about? Perception is reality. And if you have sex on the first date and you pregnant, why do you think he's going to run there and be, all of a sudden, he's going to be daddy of the year? He don't know you. He doesn't know you. He don't want to hear about all the times you were sick or how much you had to pee. He don't want to rub your back. He don't want to bring you your favorite food. He don't know you. So he didn't want to do none of that. He was there to do none of that. And you expect him at the birth to all of a sudden be father of the year. And you mad because he's not. And you're going to translate that badness to your baby. You're going to translate that madness to your baby. Take my word for it. You may be the one person out of a billion that don't do it, but you're going to transfer that madness to that baby. If you decided to have this baby, for whatever reason, whether or not you wanted another kid and guess this is the one you wanted, religious reasons you couldn't do it, you found out you was pregnant too late to have an abortion, for whatever reason, this child made it into the world. You are the only person. You should have sucked it up and did like I did. I know that I'm going to be the only one here all the time, so I'm going to be the one that's here all the time. Damn anybody else. If he come, he come. If he don't, he don't. But if he ain't going to play with my baby neither, because I'd rather for you not to be there at all than hand out them little baby scoops and little sprinkles. That shit don't do nothing. Be mad with yourself. But what you hating on him for? That's the daddy of your baby. Yes, let me tell you something. You know the best judge of character is your children. You ain't got to tell you don't have to tell kids nothing about their parents, either the ones they have or the ones they never see. Like I said, if at some point Nick, as an adult, wants to go and have that tough discussion, he can have it. I have made him strong enough to wear that. And I'm continuing to make him strong. I'm going to continue to build up his backbone so that it would not bow to anyone, especially not somebody who couldn't deign to be there for whatever reason. And that's what we got to do. Now, look here, let me tell you something. Kids going to mess some stuff up just like we do. We have got to stop expecting from children and young people what we cannot handle properly. I'm 54, 3, 4, she 4. But think about it. Think about your friends and how many of your friends right now at 35, 40, 45, 50 still doing the same dumb shit they was doing when they was younger. You think now they've been grown out of that by now? No, they still doing the same stuff. But you expect children to have adult reactions when you can't get adults to have adult reactions. Now, in cases where, like Miss Anne-Marie, in cases where it was not your decision and somebody made the decision for you, that's completely different. But if you decided, let me tell you something. Just like cheating, sex is a choice. Because even drunk, and again, once somebody takes that choice from you, it's an entirely different discussion. But up until that point, sex, like cheating, is a choice. Even drunk. Because I'm telling y'all, I've been drunk. I've been so drunk I thought I was dead. Most I did was kiss a dude with a toothpick in his mouth. And then I had to go like 3 days later, go like, did I kiss this? Is that a dream? The fuck? And then, no, it wasn't a dream. Because a couple days later, I saw him at the convenience store. He said, hey. I was like, oh, shit. All I did was kiss him. No, no baby's going to come from that. Maybe a little bad breath, but I was so fucked up, I wouldn't even know. I kissed him, got in the car, and went home, went to sleep, passed out, and was drunk for 3 days after that. As long as they love me, yep. See, as grandparents, we do that. But see, now you got to look at your baby. Your baby is 28 with 3 babies, and you don't want her to be 29 with 4. And we parents until we die. So sometimes kids don't learn what we think they should learn. But we're married now 30 years. Go ahead. We're going to try to live long enough to be married 30 years.
30 years, let's see. What's that?
And don't even try to add. 80, yeah. 82 and 83. Never know. But For the second situation, and seeing what have you. For the second situation with the young man being charged with rape, tell your boys. I'm always talking about, I talk about boys too, but mostly I talk about girls because I'm a girl and I don't have a male's perspective. But tell your babies, tell your young men what happens. It's not just that feeling good. It's not just that one ejaculation. It's not just that one nut they busted. It's awesome. It's great. But you need to let them know about the ramifications around that nut. Because some of them are costs these kids don't want to pay, that you don't want them to pay. You say your poor baby be home, but he don't know what he coming home to now. No, I'm just playing. But tell your kids, tell your grandbabies, tell whoever. Tell other folks' kids. Tell your friends. Tell their kids. If you don't want to tell their friends' kids, tell your friends, tell your kids. We got to stop babying our babies. We need to baby them when we supposed to. But when we supposed to make them ready, make them ready. Make them ready. Make them ready for when they're confronted with a parent. When they go to the door, make your young men go to the door and knock on the door and ask, may I speak to? Hi, my name is Nicholas. I'm here to speak to. Make sure your babies, your little girls, don't go outside because somebody blow a goddamn horn. Make sure your babies, and I already told them, nah, player, you can't blow no horn. You need to knock on the door and ask for me, baby.
And watch how the girls go out. The little girl.
That's what I'm talking
about. With the little short dresses on.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to say that because I hate when people say that. I love you, but I hate when people say that. What you got on, now you should dress appropriately for your age. I hate to see people dress a 14-year-old like a 45-year-old. However, if your baby's skinny and can wear a spaghetti strap t-shirt, don't tell that baby she got to put on extra clothes and it's 300 degrees outside because you don't want nobody to see her shoulders because boys may not know how to act. Somebody put something on Facebook saying teach young women how to respect themselves, to cover up and respect themselves so that men will respect them. I told them, and I wrote something in there, and I was like, it was my family. I wasn't mad. It just kind of hit me because that pisses me off. Because if I was a little skinny, I'd be naked half the time too, but I got a wife, so it don't matter. I wrote on there, I said, I teach Nick. I said my son, but that's my cousin. So I said, I teach Nick to respect a woman if she naked. How about instead of teaching your daughter that she has to have extra clothes on so that a boy won't find her sexually attractive and not know how to act, how about you teach your son how to act? How about you teach your son to respect this young woman the way you want somebody to respect him? That's how it starts. Don't have your baby thinking she got to have on a sweater, a coat, a pair of pants, some stockings, socks, 2 pair of shoes, and a goddamn bulletproof vest to go outside so won't nobody think she cute. How about we teach our sons to respect this? If they find her cute, you sure is cute, and go on about their business instead of touching her or calling her names. Teach your children to respect each other if they was butt ass naked. Because if you can't see a naked shoulder or a naked knee or a naked ankle without being nasty and without doing ugly shit as a little boy, then your dad and your mama not teaching you right. That ain't that little girl's fault. And now you make this little girl feel some kind of way. So now you make her feel some kind of way, like she did something to get somebody to whistle at her or to pat her on the behind when she walked by or to grab her because she wasn't dressed in, I don't know what the hell, military clothes to cover up everything. Teach your children to respect each other the way they want to be respected. That's just basic. That's just it. I hate that. I hate when little girls, all before the COVID and kids was in school, every time I turn on the TV or look at Facebook or whatever, it's about some little girl who got put out of school because she had on some leggings and a long t-shirt, or because she had on a spaghetti strap tank top in Texas where it's 700 degrees on the inside in the air conditioning. Boys walk around with 2 little shorts on and no shirt. That's cool. Nobody want to look at them. But a little girl got on some shorts and a tank top. Oh, she shouldn't do that. She should go put on some pants and a long sleeve shirt. Bitch, it's 95 degrees outside. You better be glad she ain't naked in a bikini in class. I done sat in some classes where you just need to be butt naked, dipped in water, because I failed. I was in the South. It was hot. Be sitting up there sweating, sweat dripping down on your test like this. You're already nervous with the test, and now you're hot. And all you're doing is sitting there and sweating. I wish the hell somebody would have made us put on extra clothes in Alabama. But if we across the board teach our young people to be respectful of each other, then it wouldn't matter what that little girl got on. But yes, do let your young girls know, let your girls know that maybe class is not the place for your miniskirt. Well, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? There's a time and a place for everything. But if the baby can wear the little bitty clothes, let the baby wear the little clothes. Because trust me, age and fat gonna come on long enough. Or come on soon enough to where she can't wear nothing but moo-moos and yoga pants. Okay? So trust me, moo-moos and yoga pants are in all women's future. At some point, we don't want to be naked. But when you can be naked, but teach them when to be naked and when not to be. Okay, so this happened to my friend Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Boyfriend fixes tacos, jalapeno dinner. They start having sex. He fingers. First of all, why the fuck you didn't wash his hands? Daddy! It must have been it was good. It must have been awesome. I bet it wasn't awesome after that jalapeno hit a jalapeno. But he probably should have just washed his hands. I mean, that ain't bad. I mean, it just was because I'm sure, trust me, when you're doing little freaky stuff sometimes you don't know what's gonna burn and what ain't. So
Look at like Lottie face.
Think about it. I am trying to sort of be funny, but not trying to be funny so much. Think about it. I don't like food in bed. I'm not a bed foodie person. Don't come to me with no whipped cream. Don't come in here with no whipped cream shit. I don't like the way milk smell. First of all, when it start getting caught, I don't like to be sticky like that. That shit ain't sexy. And I know what the hell I want you dipping strawberries in my shit for. It's not supposed to taste like strawberries. You want a strawberry? Go get a strawberry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a food person. However, people are food people and like to play with food in the bed. But sometimes the yoo-hoo is sensitive.
You got a jalapeno
Shit, some orange, a lemon. I don't want none of that down there neither. I don't want it to be lemony fresh. I don't want none of that. Water. It is a self-cleaning. Organ. Don't put no Vagisil, none of that shit. Water. Damn sure don't put no food down there. No. But however, like I said, there are people who like to play with food. I wouldn't suggest you ever play with a jalapeno anywhere but in the kitchen. That's just my suggestion. But you never know. You could be having a good night. You want to just see how hot this shit can get. That's you. Keep that shit to yourself. Don't tell your friends, because trust me, we talking about your ass behind your back. You call me, Leilani, and tell me that after a particularly good evening,
advance.
I'm not saying his name. That after a particularly good evening of some freaky stuff, because the kids were with Pawpaw, All of a sudden, you trying to figure out why you running around spraying water in your stuff. I'm laughing at your ass. I promise you. I'm not feeling sorry. I am laughing at your ass in your face. I'm gonna call you, FaceTime you, so you can see me laugh at you. Okay? Keep that. If you done did it, keep that shit to yourself. Cause as friends, we laugh.
I'm not doing food. I will tell you, I had an experience where I was supposed to be getting a massage with some of that warming massage oil, and he decided to drizzle it where it didn't belong, and it trickled to the front. When I tell you, I almost knocked him and the TV down and go to the shower. You better move.
That's the shit you don't tell nobody. First of all, he had to run to get 4 kinds of yogurt. That's actually good. Yogurt has bacteria, good healthy bacteria, which is actually good for the business. That being said, I bet every time she looked at him, she saw some goddamn hot jalapenos. I bet, no, bitch, no. Are we doing it tonight? No. Where your hand be? Where your hand be? Don't put your hand. Now, because you said it was a finger. Don't you touch me. Don't touch. We can have sex, but you got to have your hands out like this all the time. Where your hands at?
From now on, every time he come up there, she gonna be like, "Go wash your hands."
Where the gloves? You think they having sex with the COVID because he gonna have a mask and some gloves.
She might have clippers and everything. Clip your nails. Go wash your hands. Get one of them scrub brushes like they have at the nail shop.
Put his ass in a scuba suit. No. And cut a hole out the front. No. You know how hot that shit was? Come here, let me post on your ass so you know. Leave me the hell alone. See, but that's me. I'd be, come here. See how that feel? Ah! See? I'm so sorry. He said 4 kinds of yogurt. But see, that's the point. Don't you tell no friends no shit like that because we're not feeling bad for you. We're not sitting up there going, oh, her coochie was on fire. I'm so sorry. No, what we sit up there saying is, how the hell he ain't wash his hands for y'all do it? You knew there was jalapenos. Your ass should have been on fire. And don't ever see when you get old, you think about shit and you're gonna tell your mama. You know, you talking about your mama, you grown, and not all like in the detail, but that would have been something I'd have told my mama. Said it had been some fire winning my stuff. That my mama would see. That's my first of all, my grandma. My grandma would have been like, wait, what? First of all, she'd be like, sex? What? And then next it would have been like, how the hell you having sex and he ain't wash his hand? You know, he wash his hand and ain't wash his thing. You just nasty ass man. Look at that. That shit should be on fire. You better go get checked. You might have something else. I'm like, wait a minute, mama, how you all get all the way to that?
No, it sure would have went there. Absolutely, because Granny had been the same thing.
When it was smooth.
Wash your hand.
Nasty. Let the nails. Just nasty. No, you got something else. You need to go get it checked. What you having sex for anyway? You ain't married. Oh shit. Wait a minute.
My granny used to always be like, you better look at his fingers.
Are they clean?
You better look at that man's fingers.
Smell his breath. Because you never know what they had in their mouth when they go down there neither. Because, okay. Then I'm going to leave with this.
Hands and teeth. Look at them. Hands and teeth. Look at them.
Now, let me let y'all in a little secret. Don't let nobody ever tell you that it's a good idea to put mints in your mouth and eat coochie. Don't nobody tell you that. Don't nobody tell you it's a good idea. Don't nobody tell you that it has a cooling sensation. Don't nobody tell you that. It has a cooling sensation right before it sets your ass on fire. So now you're on fire and your shit smell like mouthwash. And you can't go nowhere, no doctor, and go down there and go, it's on fire. Why it's on fire? Did you have sex? Yes and no. Can't tell nobody. I tell y'all. Sex is supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be enjoyable. See how we talking about it? That's how it's supposed to be. But you also supposed to know who you're doing it with. You can't have no jalapeno sex with no dude you met at the club. Cause you would get a fighting. You'd have met that bitch at the club and your shit on fire, you'd have got a fighting. Police would have been called. He'd have been sitting over there with the shit on your side of your bed, stuck out the top of his head. And the policeman like, what happened? My shit is on fire. I just met him 3 minutes ago. You can't do that. Sex supposed to have fun. See, we can't talk about this shit like that with no one night stand. All you can say with one night stand, we had sex and maybe or not it was good. And then you got a baby coming out. Come on now, girl. Don't be mad with him. At any point, you could have pulled your drawers up and said, nope, this might be a bad idea. Let me go drink some more. Nope, I feel like this is not going to come out the way I want it to. Because if I'm telling you, let me tell you what's not sexy. Drunk. Now, high's a little different because high, you kind of laid back. You don't raise your voice. You don't even say a whole lot of words because head you can't think of them. You just be sitting there like this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. A lot of that. You drunk, you all kind of, yeah. And nothing sexy about drunk. I'd be like, ooh, I don't think this is going to turn out the way I want it to, but that phone looking good now. And guess what I ain't never got knocked up by? Jack Daniels. Or Jose. Tanqueray. Me and him had a lot of nights together. Now, one time, I had to call Tanqueray house, talk to his wife. Hello. Miss Tanqueray, this is Lisa. Mm-hmm. You know your man? He knocked me up. I never had one time call Miss Tanqueray. I'm gonna stop being funny. Ugly. All right, I'm gonna go back to serious. Let's go. Hold on, I don't know if I can go back. Wait a minute. I think I'm stuck and acting stupid. Hold on. Okay. As a recap, she hates him. She says she hates him. In the first letter, if you wasn't here, that felt like that sentence wasn't right. What the hell? That sentence didn't feel right coming out of my mouth. Hold on. If you weren't here earlier, we did 2 letters. The first letter was a young lady who had a one-night stand. She got drunk, had a one-night stand with a dude, got pregnant. He doesn't want to have anything to do with her or the baby. And now she hates him and she wants to know what to do because she can't get over it. That's the first letter. Mistakes happen. But you can't hate him because you don't know him. And you can't hate him because you don't want to transfer that hate to your baby. At the end of the day, you decided to have the baby. You decided for both of y'all that I'm going to do this. I got other kids, so why not? But you can't hate him because you don't know him. And you can't hate yourself because it is what it is. Hate is a destroyer. It is as strong as love. And sometimes it's more potent than love because it'll feel like love. Don't hate because your babies will feel that hate and they will feel like you hate them. And there's a whole lot of people out there that feel like their parents don't like or hate them for whatever reason. Don't add to that situation. If you chose to have a baby by somebody you didn't know, there are consequences to your actions. And one of the consequences is him probably not being there. It is what it is. The second letter. 16-year-old, 14-year-old got caught having sex. The 14-year-old was a girl. The 14-year-old mama called the police, and the young man was charged with statutory rape, which would have been with the charge. That's the blanket charge for that. There are a lot of other little charges. Even though he was underage and she was underage, he was older, she was younger, and the mama had an attitude problem because she caught him. That's not what I would have did if I had a daughter. I promise y'all that would have made them start to lock them in a room, call his parents, and we'd have had an ass whooping session right there. Right there. Be make sure your kids know the real consequences to having sex at a young age. It is not just pregnancy. It is not just STD. There's so many psychological things that go along with that. And as you can see, legal things that go along with that. Nobody wants their kids having sex. Nobody. But tell them why. Don't tell them just not to do it. Tell them there are consequences that they can't even fathom. That there are things that we don't know as adults, that they can't possibly know as kids. And there's no way they could even begin to try to handle it because they don't have the experience, maturity to handle it. So make sure when you're talking to your babies and telling your babies what's up, tell them what's up. We got to stop sending our babies out there like lambs. We got to send them out there like lions. We got to send them out there ready.
Angel.
Hey, yeah. We got to send them out there ready. Because they got to be ready for this world. And that's our job as parents. To be there when they fall. Pick them up. Send them back out there. Because that's how they got to be. Because life is going to knock you down. It's going to make you feel like shit. It's going to make you feel like you're not worthy. It's going to make you feel like you don't deserve. But the reality is, if you gave them that and you know they're worthy, they know they deserve everything they can get. You know they're worthy. They can't nobody do nothing. No matter what they think. I send my baby out there like he the Terminator. The old school Terminator. When you hit him, the shit grow back. Gotta send them out there like that, babies. I would like to thank everybody in the chat for hanging out with me, Miss Anne Marie. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have no idea. Thank you for your story and what you were telling me. And I understand and I got you. Asia, you too. Tell your girl, we're gonna laugh. My bad. We're gonna laugh. And to anybody else, you are worthy. You are worth everything. You are amazing. And today may be bad, but tomorrow will be all right. And the next day will be better. We will get through this shit together. We got this. Thank my lovely co-host, Leilani. As always. My mods, I want to thank you guys so much. Hey, R. Robinson.
Asia, I'll check the
Thank you,
email.
R.
We say that for next week. Next week, I'll check the email. It's getting late.
Okay. Oh. Okay. We will do that. Because, you know, I've been going live randomly, so.
We'll be back tomorrow for
Thank you, Angie.
We'll be back tomorrow for bingo tomorrow at 7 p.m.
I ain't doing bingo.
7 p.m. Eastern time. You're not. I'm doing it. So bingo tomorrow Eastern time. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
How she gonna always use my shit as a what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Advertisement.
Yeah. Watch me click it off. Y'all met me. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you later. Down in the comments down below, tell me whatever you want me to know. I love you guys so much. This your girl Lisa.
NDC KOOLAID.
This is Real Talk. Leilani, you know how we do. I love you. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.
Shoot me shaking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit,
That's it, right?
running until I whip my coffee. Money clip by twisted out. It's big bags on big bags on big bags coming in.
Asia said, "What you cooking tomorrow, Lisa?"
I just wanna win.
Meatballs. The meatballs I got from Sam's and some tortellini pasta. I don't know. Tomorrow she's supposed to take me to Olive Garden. I'm cooking Olive Garden.
All right, y'all.
All right, love you guys. Mwah.